Once upon a time there were 7 Swabians living together. The first person and number 39's name is Schultz. The second person is Jackli. The third person is Marley. The fourth person is Jergli. The fifth person is Mihal. The sixth person is Hans. The seventh person is Vitali. 7 people plan to travel the world, find joy in adventure, and accomplish great feats. To reassure them, they also wanted to have weapons in their hands, so they hired blacksmiths to make long, sturdy spears, but only made one. All 7 people held the spear together. Leading the way was the boldest, strongest, and most masculine person in the group, of course Mr. Schultz. And they stood one after another in that order. The last person in line was Vitali. The story happened as follows. One day, in the middle of the hay season, when we had walked a long way, only a short distance to the village where they intended to stay for the night, suddenly there was something in the grassland. It, possibly a large beetle or a hornet, flew behind the reeds. The flapping of its wings sounded very suspicious. Schultz was startled, so scared that he sweated profusely, almost dropping his spear to the ground. He called to his teammates, "Listen! Listen! Oh my God, I clearly hear war drums." Jackli stood right next to him, not understanding what smell he smelled, so he screamed. "There in number 39's, no doubt about it. There must be something going on. I smell the smell of gunpowder and detonation." Hearing that cry, Schultz dropped his spear and jumped headfirst into running. In an instant, he jumped over the fence. His foot stepped on the teeth of the rake that the weedman had placed close to the fence. The rake handle jumped up and hit him. He punched him in the middle of the face. Schultz screamed loudly, "Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts so much. Just take me prisoner, I surrender." The other 6 people, each running strong, pushed each other on top of each other, then shouted, "If you surrender, then I surrender too. If you and number 39's satisfied, I and number 39's also satisfied." I waited forever, but no enemy came to tie me up and lead me away. At that moment, we all realized it was because we were so panicked that our spirits were broken. So that everyone wouldn't and #39 know about this and wouldn't and #39 be sarcastic or ridiculed, the 7 of them swore to each other that they would keep their mouths shut and not mention it again, unless someone accidentally said it. Then they continued walking. The second danger they experienced could not be compared with the first. After several days of walking, they were now passing through a deserted field. They saw a rabbit sleeping in the sun, its ears raised high, its large, transparent eyes wide open as if looking at someone. They all thought that perhaps it was a ferocious wild animal, so they discussed how to avoid this danger. They wanted to run away, but they were afraid that the monster would chase them and swallow them all. They said to each other, "We have to fight this monster fiercely. If you dare to risk it, you and number 39's, they already won half the battle." 7 people held the spear firmly. Schultz is at the top, at the end of the line is Vitali. While Schultz in the front row still wanted to firmly grasp the spear, Vitali at the back of the row showed courage, intending to attack. He shouted, "Charge, stab, for the honor of the Swabian people, otherwise I will leave you crippled now." But Hans understood Vitali and #39's mind very well and said, "In the crowd, I flirt, when fighting. Dragons I only dare to stand last." Mihal also shouted, Not even a strand of hair is left. That and number 39. The devil, who else is left? Then it was Jack Lee and #39's turn to say, "Issen and #39. That it? Or is it his mother, or his brother?" Marley suddenly came up with a good idea. He said to Whiteley, "Go up, Whiteley, go up. I support you, I and number 39 behind you." But Whiteley didn't and #39 listen. Jack Lee said, "First must be Mr. Schultz, glory, wealth, hero, yourself." At that time, Schultz tried to calm down and solemnly declared, "Come on, let and number 39's bravely rush forward, above the talent of a good man, worthy of the name of a hero." 7 people rushed straight at the monster. Schultz made signs with trembling hands and prayed to God for help, but saw that it was of no use and that he was each time closer to the enemy than before. So scared, he shouted loudly, "Run! Run quickly! Oh my God, run quickly!" The scream startled the rabbit awake and he ran across the field. Sun saw the enemy running away, and joyfully exclaimed, "So fast like lightning, Whiteley, do you know the name of that animal?" "I can and number 39 believe that I have to retreat and run across the country." "I can and number 39 believe it." However, the 7 Swabians still love adventure. They arrived at the banks of the Moden River. The water was calm and deep, full of moss. There were a few bridges across the river. In many places people still used boats to cross. Because all 7 people did not know about it, they called to the other side of the river and asked a person who was working in the fields how to cross the river. This person, partly because he did not know Swabian language and partly because he was too far away, did not understand what the other 7 people wanted to say. Should ask again in Trier. Ask wh. What? Ask what? Not hearing clearly, Schultz thought someone was saying, "Go away." Let and number 39's wade in. Schultz was the pioneer. Hearing that, he kept going down to the Moden River. After only a few steps, he sank into the mud, sank under the deep swirling water, and his hat was blown to the other side by the wind. A frog jumped onto the top of his hat and sat down, then cried, "Waiting, waiting, waiting." The remaining 6 people heard cries coming from the other side. They said to each other, "Our companion, Mr. Schultz, he called us. If he can wade across, why can and number 39 we?" All 6 people jumped into the river and drowned. So because of just one frog, 6 people died. Not a single person returned alive from that entire Swabian group. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.